Hey everybody, today I just have some cheapo Little Caesars, you know, that lunch special where you get the deep dish pizza and a drink, and I got a Pepsi. This is for Happy Eats April collaboration pizza week. This is filmed like really far in advance. I am going through some things. Really stressed out about some things. I'm actually filming this during the sushi week, but I do plan on trying to make a sushi video and uploading it during that week. Well, this week. But today this was quick and easy. Hopefully by the time this is actually uploaded for Pizza Week, which is the last, is it? No, the second to last week. Things will be a little better. Hopefully. But yeah. For cheap pizza, like Little Caesars isn't terrible. I usually do end up regretting it later because the sauce like gives me major acid reflux sometimes. That's like Pizza Hut. I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of Pizza Hut. It's like my mom's favorite pizza. But I don't know. Something about the sauce just doesn't do it for me. And I know you can pick the different crusts now, but I don't know. I'm just not a fan. Usually, Papa John's is like my go-to. But I'm like Papa John'd out. And I know that so many of you love Domino's. But I am the weirdo. I am the weirdo that liked the way that Domino's tasted back in like the late 80s, early 90s. And I think it's because we didn't get to have it that often. Because I don't know why I don't know if this is supposed to be a two-person lunch special or what. I mean, there's only one drink, but they give you these 4 big, huge pieces, and I'm only going to eat this second one. There's another one in the box, and then I have another one saved for my son, so. Anyway, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. So we didn't get to have it that often because they were really far away. The first time I actually had it, it was in Florida. And I really liked it. I know a lot of people said it tasted like cardboard and didn't have any flavor, but I loved it. And when I was younger, excuse me, my dad, who has been sober like over 20 something years now, when he was in rehab for alcoholism, they had a Pizza Hut right down the street. So we would go and visit him, and then we'd bring home Pizza Hut. Not Pizza Hut, Domino's. Yeah. So Domino's down the street from rehab. It's kind of a weird memory, but I don't know. And now, well, here's the thing. From 2000, let's see, October 2007 to October 2011, we lived in the U.S. territory of Guam, and they had, what do you call it? Sorry, I just got a text run across my screen, and now I can't think. They had a Domino's there. That's what you call it. And it tasted different than it did in the 80s and 90s, but it also tasted different than it does now. It was okay in Guam. But now it's completely different. Like, it's all... Now, okay, now let me just say, I like garlic, but I can't do, like, a crap ton of garlic. And to me, like, everything at Domino's now tastes super garlic and, I was going to say infatuated. Garlic saturated. Like, everything tastes saturated in garlic to me. And, like, it messes with my stomach. Kind of like I love garlic bread, but I can only eat so much of it, because if I eat too much of it, I feel sick. And heaven forbid I do get sick. It just, like, the thought and the taste of the garlic. Ugh. So, yeah, like, my son loves Domino's. He loves that garlic flavor. It's, like, his favorite. My husband likes the sandwiches from there. Yeah, so where the hell was I going with that whole thing? I guess just to say that Domino's is not my favorite. I actually like Little Caesars better now than I did when I was younger. We used to get it back when... See, I don't remember. I don't know if it only used to come in square slices and long like this, or if that's just how my mom got it, because you could get a lot of pizza for cheap. Like, I didn't care for it much in the squares, but, like, the round ones I liked. Well, the round ones when I tried it later on, I liked. I actually, until probably early 2007, when I started seeing commercials for the, like, $5 pizzas from Little Caesars, I actually thought that they had gone out of business. Like, I hadn't seen one in so long, and then they started popping back up again, so... Yeah. And I don't know how you say it. The pizza at the food court at the mall, that seems to be kind of disappearing. Sbarro, is it Sbarro's. I don't know how you say it, but I always really, really liked that pizza. Um, and it's not the type of pizza that, you know, most people get more than a couple slices of. Like, not a lot of people are going to order a full pizza, but it's on the menu. But the slices are really big, so it's like 2 slices, and like, you're like, cool, I'm good. Another one that I really liked that I think is only a New England thing, and maybe, I don't know if there's any left in Maine. There's probably at least one in not New Hampshire, Massachusetts. Papa Gino's, similar to Sparrow, whatever. Very large slices, really good. Used to have like a lunch special. You could get like 1 or 2 slices of pizza, thing of French fries, a side salad, something like that. And then I have seen Suave Boom talk about this before. A lot of times, at least in like New England, I can't speak for any place else, but like I grew up in like a rural area. So a lot of our gas stations or convenience stores that aren't necessarily a chain place, like, have really good hot dogs, slices of pizza, hot grinders, Italian sandwiches. And when we say Italian sandwiches, to us, at least in Maine, an Italian sandwich was like any type of meat and cheese on like a long roll. I couldn't really tell you what roll. It was all white bread with cheese, pickles, onions, sometimes olives. Like, we would stop at the local convenience store before we'd go to the beach during the summer. And we'd get like 4. Let's see, there was like 5 of us, and we'd get like 3 or 4. I was just really rudely interrupted by my phone. Anyway, we'd grab ham Italian sandwiches from the local convenience store. They'd have cheese, onions, pickles, oil, salt, and pepper, and we'd take them to the beach. Usually what we'd do is swim, if you could call it that. Probably more like float stand in the frickin' freezing cold water until you couldn't stand it anymore, and you basically, the way you got used to it was to practically freeze to death and get numb and nauseous. You'd come out and you'd dry off and then go sit on the picnic table and eat your Italian sandwich, and then we'd either go home right after or we'd go swim for a little bit longer. It could be a pain in the butt because it sucks eating anything when you're covered in sand. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah, we have a lot of places in New England that look like your typical hole-in-the-wall convenience store, but they have really good food. Not healthy food, obviously. None of this was healthy at all, but it's really good. And a lot of you probably don't care. Some of you might, because it might have been why you subscribed to me in the first place. I don't know. You've noticed that I'm not currently eating low-carb food. I don't know if I've abandoned low carb completely at this point. Like I said, I'm going through some stuff. I'm trying to figure some things out. Currently, I'm just tracking what I'm eating. I've lost a couple more pounds doing that. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to continue doing, but once what's going on calms down, I'll figure it out and I'll let you know. So, yeah. Okay. Bye.